video I will discuss how to integrate EJS in our Node.js application. So look at this. To integrate EJS, we have to create a file with the extension .ejs, and this is embedded JavaScript. So this will look like this. Write the HTML codes, and wherever you want you can use the EJS tags. These and we can integrate as a template in our Node.js application. So here this is an output tag, and my title we pass the output value, and EJS in runtime environment will parse it, and then we will get the output like here. If the title is hello world, so we will get here, you can see the HTML code here, hello world, and h1 my title value has the hello world, and my MSG, you get this MSG in p tag. So basically we create the template engine, and this is parsed by EJS runtime environment. So let us know first about the EJS. EJS is embedded JavaScript templating. It generates HTML markup with plain JavaScript. EJS code is written with plain JavaScript. Other features of EJS are fast development time, simple syntax, speedy execution, easy debugging, and active development. So to start with EJS, what we have to do is that install it in your application by the command npm install EJS. Okay, and if you have successfully installed your EJS module, you can see in your package.json we will get like this dependencies. In my case the version is 3.1.10. Okay, so in this way we are ready to work with EJS in our Node.js application with Express Web Framework. So as I have discussed already, this is a template, and then what we have to do is that here my template file name is mytemplate.ejs, and the directory is cp. My project folder is my app. Inside my app project folder I have created a folder cp, and inside cp my EJS templates are here. So our Node.js application will be like this. Express, get the express, create the app object, this is the port, and first you have to set where your EJS files are located. In my case cp folder is there, so you have to set the views, and view engine, as I am using EJS, so we have to set the view engine as EJS. Okay, now we are set. First of all we will create our data. In my template I have two things, my time template and my MSG. So what we have to do is that create an object, and for this you have to prepare a key value, my title, this is the value, and my MSG, this is the value. Now come here and render with the URL. When we access the root URL, this will be rendered. EJS file mytemplate.ejs will be rendered, and we have to pass the my data. My data contains my title and MSG. So first of all my template will be parsed by EJS runtime environment with my data. What will happen, that my template.ejs will give the value for my title and my MSG that we have passed here, and in this way our output is like this. We start the server, and this will start in 6060 port. Okay, server is already started, you can see. I make it clear, node app.js, and access the URL, this one. So here what I did, that I created the EJS.ejs file, and I have written the HTML code and JavaScript code using the EJS tags. And now I will show you, we no need to create the .ejs file, we can create the template as a string, and then we can use the EJS methods to parse it. Let's see. Look at this. Username, title, two constant I have. This is a string for the HTML code, and here I have the title and name. I am using the output tag of the EJS, and you have to pass this string in EJS.render method. Pass this string, that is your template, and the object title. This key will be used here, and colon, this is the value. I get this value from here. Okay, in the same way, name will be used in the template. Here this is the name, and username, this is my value that I am getting from here. So this is the same line as I have already discussed. Now we have to use response.send and pass this HTML, because EJS.render method will return a HTML code like this. Let's run it first. Username is Mohit. So I got the result, and you can see here the HTML code. Title is this, and we are getting like output. Our view source code is like this. So we can use HTML string also as a template, and to parse that string using EJS, we have to call the EJS.render method. Okay, that's okay. Now I will discuss some EJS tags, how to use that. First one is this. This is the scriptlet. This controls the flow and gives no output. We can use it. Find the template using scriptlet tag. Suppose this is our template .EJS file, and in that EJS file, use this scriptlet tag, assign the values, heading, cities, and then you can use your output tag to give its values. In this way, you can use scriptlet tag. Scriptlet tag does not give the output. You get the output only using output tag %equal to. Okay, using scriptlet tag, you can develop here some logic, or you can declare some variables, these things. This is output tag. I have already discussed it. This is a white space slurping scriptlet tag. What is this? Let's see. If I use the scriptlet tag, and once it is rendered, in the view source you will see that there is a space. This is because I have used the scriptlet tag, and this space is available in the source code. So if you don't want this space, we can use this white space slurping scriptlet tag. Instead of scriptlet tag, use slurping this tag. This is a slurping scriptlet tag. What we have to use, that just use underscore, and after this you will get the output. There will be no space. HTML body, there is no space. So it's up to you whether you want to slurp in scriptlet tag or just a scriptlet tag. Okay. Now I will discuss one more thing. How to include one EJS file in another EJS file. I have two EJS files. First of all, this is user.ejs. Here what I have written that city and country. It needs two value. We have to pass city and country to pass this EJS file, and in the another EJS file use this tag percent dash and close this also dash percent. Okay, so inside this use include method and pass the EJS file that you want to include. Here this is user.ejs, so I am passing user and .ejs will be considered automatically, and pass the object. Here I am passing city and country values. This will be passed to user.ejs. City and country will be passed to user.ejs, and this will be created as HTML. City and country will get the value, and final view source we can run it and check it. In our app.js there will be no difference. We have just to render our EJS file mytemplate.ejs, and here I am passing nothing. Up to you. If you want to pass some object, this will be passed to mytemplate.ejs file. If there is some variables, then you can pass from app.js. Okay, here what I am doing that I am passing the object to our another EJS file from one EJS file. We can use this include when there are many EJS files and some portion of the code are common. So what we can do is that we can create a separate EJS file and will include in other all EJS files. Okay, in this way we have to code less and we'll look at a nice code. Okay, let's run it. Here, look at here. Final output is we got this from our user.ejs, and final output is from mytemplate.ejs. So in this way we can use EJS template engine in our Node.js application. Okay, thank you.